Look at this. This was my comedy set. And I crumpled it up. And now it's gone. This was the other part of my comedy set. But I crumpled it up. And now it's gone. I don't have to use it anymore. I don't have to worry about those jokes. Those jokes are gone. I have moved on. It is cathartic. It's a release. That's a bit of my life that I have kissed goodbye. Because it's a bit of my life that is a real bit. It was a funny bit. It was an actual factual bit. And I released it into the crowd. And they had it and they experienced it. And now it's gone. You know, it's so crazy. Back in the day, before I started doing stand-up, I thought about comedians like Louis C.K. What he does is he throws all of his jokes away at the end of the year. See, obviously, I'm even better than Louis because I throw my jokes away at the end of the night. But he'll just start over. He won't do any of his old material. He just starts from scratch at the end of the year. Now, when I first heard about that, it made me sad. Because I thought, man, those jokes were so good. His material was so on point. Why would he throw all that shit away? But then I actually did stand up for myself. And I realized how depressing it was to keep recycling the same old material. Because even if a joke kills, and even if a joke is really, really good, and you know that it works, there's something so depressing about just continuing to reiterate what you've already said. And it's like, I've already succeeded. Why would I keep recycling that success? You know, you have to keep trying. You have to keep pushing harder and going further. Like, that makes no sense to me. But I also have like a smorgasbord of material, so it's annoying how much material I have. I guess other people don't really have this problem. But, you know, I remember Sheryl Crowe talking about how, like, she didn't want to do all of her old songs. You know, like, her fans would always want her to do her old material, but she's like, no, I'm growing, I'm changing, I want to do new stuff. And that is really depressing as an artist, like, to be changing as a person, you know? Like, think about it in another sense. Like, say it's not your art, say it's just regular ass life. And art is an imitation of life, right? So, say you did a bunch of music about alcohol and drug use, and then you got clean and sober, but everybody expects you to be this drug addict and a drunk. It's like, that's gotta be a weird transition. So if it wasn't art, it'd be like people complaining because you're not drinking too much and abusing drugs. You should use that in a bit. That's interesting. It is interesting. But it's like, let's say art didn't imitate life. Let's just say life was just life. And there was nothing to learn from it at all. Wouldn't that be so depressing? Staying on the same track and never moving on, never evolving. I think that one of the reasons why stand-up is, I don't want to say it's dead, because it's obviously not, because we're still doing it. But I feel like one of the reasons why it's become rather stagnant is because of, you know, the social media retarding everybody. And keeping everybody on that that one level where they don't grow and they don't learn. So it's like, how can you really be interesting if you're just doing the same thing over and over again? You know? I gotta mention this. I had this drumstick because I used a cowbell tonight, and there were 2 different people that asked me if it was a wand. And I love how neither one of them like put it past me to have a wand. You know? I mean, I am a wizard. That is true.